Hello, I'm Miss Gail, and I'm here for your mindfulness moment. Remember, mindfulness is going through each day with greater focus and greater awareness. And the way we achieve mindfulness is by training our brain. We can train our brain to relax, we can train our brain to focus better, and we can train our brain not to be distracted by anything that happens around us. All right, first, make sure you're someplace nice and quiet so you can hear my voice and you can concentrate better. Okay, now remember the word we're not allowed to say? C-A-N-T, can't. You're not allowed to say can't because then you talk yourself out of any success. What you can say is, I'll try. And that's all we're looking for you to do. All of this is new. And everything that you start that you haven't done before takes practice to get good at it. But that's what we're here to do. We're just going to practice. So, just as a review, remember our breathing from a couple of sessions ago with the diaphragm and the lungs being balloons. And when you put air into the balloon, they expand. And when you take air out of the balloon, they collapse. Remember our Darth Vader breathing, where we pretended to fog up the mirror? And we also learned four square breathing, where your eyes travel on each side of the square as you inhale, hold your breath, exhale, and hold again. So the same breathing that you practiced back in the other videos, I want you to keep practicing, and we're going to do them in every single session of mindfulness. All right, so you're someplace nice and quiet, you're sitting up nice and tall. Remember before, I gave you a couple of techniques to relax your shoulders and neck whenever you felt really tight. We could stretch from side to side, we could roll our head. Today, I'm going to give you a technique to relax different parts of the body using just your mind, your mouth, and your breath. Here's a tip. A lot of times, if you want to relax something, all you need to do is think about it. And that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to call out different parts of the body. And as I call out that part of the body, I want you to think about that part of the body and repeat it 3 times in your mind, silently to yourself. For example, if I said we are bringing our awareness or attention to our nose, I want you to say nose, nose, nose. That actually helps to relax that part of the body. And one more tip, I told you this before. If you find that you start to think about other things while you're doing this, that actually is a form of mindfulness because you realize that your mind is wandering and drifting onto something else. So the way you steer it back in is you say to yourself, thinking, thinking, thinking. You acknowledge that you're thinking about something other than what I'm saying. And then you very gently bring your mind back by listening more carefully to what I'm saying. Use my voice as a rope. So if you get lost, you just follow my voice back to the practice that we're engaged in. All right, let's start with our palms facing up. Remember, we're going to repeat each different parts of the body 3 times on my cue. But first, let's just take a couple of deep breaths in and out just to relax ourselves. Get ready. Allows us to get ready. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now I want you to bring your attention to your right hand and say, right hand, right hand, right hand. Now bring your attention to your right elbow and say, right elbow, right elbow, right elbow. Now bring your attention to your right shoulder and say, right shoulder, right shoulder, right shoulder. Bring your attention to the right side of your waist and say, right waist, right waist, right waist. Bring your attention to your right thigh and say, right thigh, right thigh, right thigh. Bring your attention to your right knee and say, right knee, right knee, right knee. Bring your attention to your right foot and say, right foot, right foot, right foot. Now we're going to bring our attention to the left side of our body. Let's start with our left hand, left hand, left hand. And bring your attention to your left elbow and say, left elbow, left elbow, left elbow. Bring your attention to your left shoulder and say, left shoulder, left shoulder, left shoulder. Bring your attention to the left side of your waist and say, left waist, left waist, left waist. Bring your attention to your left thigh and say, left thigh, left thigh, left thigh. Bring your attention to your left knee and say, left knee, left knee, left knee. Bring your attention to your left foot and say, left foot, left foot, left foot. Now, I invite you to bring your attention to both feet and say, feet, feet, feet. And both legs and say, legs, legs, legs. Both arms and say, arms, arms, arms. Both shoulders and say, shoulders, shoulders, shoulders. Now bring your attention to your mind and say, my mind, my mind, my mind. Inhaling deeply through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Again, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. And that's the way you can relax different parts of the body just by thinking about it, saying it silently to yourself while you're breathing deeply. Don't forget to practice. Let's do our mantra as we end. Remember our mantra? I'm protected, I'm connected, I'm respected. Say it with me. Let's go. I'm protected, I'm connected, I'm respected. Let's say it again. I'm protected, I'm connected, I'm respected. And that concludes your mindfulness moment for today. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.